Jackie Parker, as he's commonly known, has, gosh, it seems like he's been around for ages, but he's one of the great pianists of his generation that came from Canada, along with Janina Fialkowska, Angela Hewitt, and several others. And he just has, well, to say he has a winning personality is being ridiculous in a way, but he's such a funny, warm, outgoing guy that you can't help but be taken by his music making, which is equally outgoing. He plays anything brilliantly, no matter what you put in front of him. He's equally adept with Mozart as he is with Grieg. He's going to play Grieg with us. The Grieg Piano Concerto is definitely one of the most performed, and for good reason. It has wonderful tunes, it has wonderful virtuosity for the keyboardist, and when you put those two elements together, you come up with a warhorse, and the Grieg certainly is that. Well, as you probably know, Tchaikovsky didn't have the easiest of lives. So for Tchaikovsky to write about fate is a natural thing. It happens that the Fifth Symphony has the same sort of angst in it. The Sixth Symphony, which is the Pathétique to the nth power. So it is commonplace to hear in Tchaikovsky's music this angst, this struggle to get off the ground. And in the case of the Fourth Symphony, it starts with these very menacing brass fanfares, which are supposed to signal fate knocking at the door, kind of like ta-ta-ta-ta was to Beethoven's Fifth. The whole piece wraps up in a frenzy, and the only piece I can sort of relate this to is the Eroica Symphony of Beethoven, which has a similar construction. The first movement is powerful, but not in the minor key. The second movement is a funeral march, and then comes a scherzo, which is joyous and frivolous, has nothing to do with what preceded it, and the last movement is a set of variations on a very simple theme. Of orchestral works, he wrote a handful of things, and I think the one that we're to play is the most successful and the most popular of those. It's a ballet suite called Sebastian. And very briefly, the ballet plot is centered in Venice during the 17th century. There's a prince who falls in love with a rather notorious courtesan, and the prince's two daughters are not at all pleased that he is with this courtesan. So they plot to disrupt this liaison by creating a wax image of the courtesan, and they plot to put an evil spell on the wax image and to shoot arrows at it, thereby killing the wax image and hopefully the spirit of the courtesan. However, Sebastian, who is I would call him sort of a more an assistant to the prince, puts himself in the place of the wax figure, covers his head with a veil, and so the sisters shoot the arrows and kill Sebastian, thereby breaking the spell over the courtesan. So the prince and the courtesan are able to continue their relationship at the expense of the poor Sebastian.